Hello, 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 Facebook family, you wonderful Facebook bookies. This message is for my ladies, my sisters over 55. So if you're not over 55, it's okay. You can still listen in, but it's really for my sisters who are over 55 who can understand what's going on. Um, If you don't know me, this is Mary Thomas. I'm the owner of Mary Thomas Travels, located here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I've been in the industry for over 6.5 years, and I've traveled extensively with my company and personal. So if you can see the title where it says, Why Traveling After 55 is a Journey of Rediscovery. So at the tender age of 62, I found myself laid off after years of dedication to my career. I was an IT asset manager, and prior to that, I was an IT procurement and contracts manager. It felt like the world had shifted beneath my feet. And for a moment, I wasn't sure what to do or where to go next. But instead of giving up, going into depression, contemplating suicide, I just promised myself that I was going to live my best life, no matter what. So now, as at the age of 69, I stand stronger than ever. With a heart full of memories, experiences, and newfound purposes, I've discovered that life doesn't stop at 55, 60, or even 70. In fact, you know what, ladies? It's just the beginning. We've all went through trials and tribulations. I went through a horrible divorce 42 years ago. I've been laid off twice, and each time I have been bounced back on my feet. But my way back this last time was through travel. Travel has been my way of taking back my power, rediscovering who I am above the roles of responsibility. See, when I was in corporate America, I relied on my title. I'm Miss IT, blah, 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 blah. I make this amount of money. I drive this car. I live here. I live there. But on March the 28th, 2018, I was no longer Miss Mary Thomas, IT, blah, 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 procurement and contracts. I was Mary Thomas, unemployed. That's who I was. Mary Thomas, unemployed. So that took away all of my power, took away all my identity. I didn't know how to feel. But like I said, now at the age of 69, going into my 70s next year, my sassy, sexy 70s next year, I have rediscovered who I am. But for me, it's more than just seeing new places. It's about meeting new people, about meeting new versions of myself, growing and healing and experience the beauty of the world through the eyes wide open. So long, women, we give ourselves so much to other people, but we forget about ourselves. That's why self-care, they say, is not a luxury, it's a necessity. I know it's been, self-care, self-care, self-care. People talk about it, but do they really even do it? I'm guilty. I'll say, yeah, I'm taking care of myself. Then 20 minutes later, I'm doing something for somebody else. That's not self-care. Self-care is not being selfish. It's take care of you. If you don't take care of yourself, how can you take care of others? You can't, because you're broken. You're just broken. And instead of being broken, God wants you to be whole and healed. And that's what I want for you guys also, you ladies, to be healed. It's about laughing, being under the sun. Let's walk along the beaches I never thought I'll see and celebrate the freedom of this chapter in my life. Other thing I thought was work, go to church, work, go to church, work, go to church, and come home. That's what I thought life was. That's what I lived my life in corporate America 40 something years. Go to college, get a good job, go to work, go to church, come home. Go to work, go to church, take care of your daughter. I took care of my daughter, put her through college. Then empty nester comes. You're empty nester, you're like, okay, who am I? It's another thing too, empty nesters. You don't know who you are. When my daughter went off to college her first year, I went to go get her every year because I didn't know who I was. I had nobody else to take care of. But her sophomore year, when she was able to take her car down there, I would worry. But when she would come home, I'm like, why are you here? It was funny. She'd come home to wash her clothes. I'm like, okay, you're fine. But then, life goes on. I learned to adjust with being a single parent and being an empty nester. But the freedom now that I have away from corporate America, I had peace. I always thought that money would make me happy. The kind of car I would drive would make me happy. But it doesn't. And it didn't. It didn't. The peace of mind that I have now is priceless. If you're in my life, I let you in my life for a reason. You're not in my life because you put yourself there. I allowed you to have space in my life. You had a seat at the table, but everyone doesn't have access to me. So every woman over 55 who has faced challenges, heartbreaks, or the feeling that life is passing them by, let me tell you, sister, it is not. It's waiting for you. The world is waiting for you. Whether you've been laid off, retired, or just need to ignite the spark, travel will definitely remind you that you are still vibrant, worthy, and powerful. Never let anything hold you back. Let's go find our magic in this world because it's never too late to live your dreams. Never. So next year, I will be hosting a cruise that's called Overcomers Cruise 2025. I wasn't going to do it because I thought a lot of people were not interested. But God told me it's not about how many people. If it's only one person, that's who's supposed to be there. My coach told me, she's so sweet, Coach Shay. I said, I used to have 240 something people in my group. Out of the 240 people in the group, only 12 or maybe 3 or 4 would engage. She said, shut it down. I'm like, shut it down. Shut it down. So I shut that group down and started another group. I said, but Coach, I only have 12 people in the group. She said, it's not the amount of people in the group. It's about engaging and making the ladies feel like they're empowered, they're loved, and they are significant. And she said, and Jesus only had 12 disciples. I'm like, well, what could I say on that? But like I said, as we get older, we feel insignificant. And that's why I'm hosting that Overcomers Cruise next year. So we can take back our power, so we can be vibrant, knowing who we are and whose we are, and never ever to let titles dictate our self-worth. Our identity is not tied up into this society. Society says we have to look a certain way. Society says you have to do this and do that. Society told me you need to start wearing red lipstick. I'm going to wear my red lipstick and I'm going to wear my long hair until I feel like I'm ready to make a change. But I'm ready to make a change, and I want to take you ladies along with me on this journey. So if you're interested in taking this journey with me, please put a comment in the section and I'll gladly reach out to you. Okay, I hope this was inspiring to some ladies, even if you're not 55. If it inspires you, let's talk. Let's talk. And if you're 55 and older, let's talk also. Okay, I'm going to go back and finish doing my work, reaching out to my clients. Oh, the reason why you don't see me is because I forgot to turn the camera on. Oh, well. So you'll see me next time. Okay, until then, remember, you are important, you are significant, and you are loved. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.